Hi students, today I am going to explain how to find the weight of a given body using parallelogram of vectors. So in this case, this is my unknown weight. I am going to consider this I know, because I am going to consider this my unknown weight. To determine the unknown weight using parallelogram of vectors, we need this setup. In this setup, we have two pulleys. We are considering this my frictionless pulleys. We have two pulleys connected by the rope, a single rope here. So we have two masses. In this case, I am going to take these two are my known masses, and this is my unknown mass. I just want to find the weight of this body. So I need a A4 sheet, and we need a pins to fix this here, and we need a glass strip, and we need a compass to find the unknown weight of the given body. So first I will explain what is meant by parallelogram of vectors, and then I will explain how to determine the work done how to determine the weight of the unknown body. So first, the aim is to find the weight of a given body using a parallelogram of vectors. So first I will explain what is meant by parallelogram of vectors. So you have a vector A in this direction with a magnitude. So we have this is my origin. We have another vector B in this direction. So the resultant of these two vectors should be in between these two. So my resultant vector is somewhere here. This is my R vector. So the angle between A and B is said to be theta. So this is parallel to this. So this is my B vector, same magnitude in the same direction, and this direction, this is my A vector, where this is parallel to this. This is same magnitude and same direction. So this is called your parallelogram of vectors. So this B vector is parallel to this and same magnitude, and this A vector, this is parallel to this with the same magnitude. So this is called your parallelogram of vectors. So how can I find the magnitude of R vector? So the magnitude of R vector equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So the theta is nothing but my angle between A and B. So I am going to use this theory part to find the unknown weight of the given mass. So in this case, we have two frictionless pulleys. We are considering this my frictionless pulley. We have two pulleys connected with a single rope with this mass P and Q. These two are my known masses, where M is my unknown mass. This is called your S. So I just want to find the weight of this mass. So in this case, the projection of this rope, actually the tension acting toward the center, towards this pulley, the rope direction. So this is my A vector and this is my B vector. So if I take the resultant between A and B, I am getting my resultant vector here. So we have a condition here under equilibrium condition, my force acting in this direction, the force acting in this direction, the force acting in this direction is going to be equal, which means my point O is in equilibrium, which means the net force at the point O is going to be 0. So sum of A plus sum of P plus Q plus S is going to be 0. So in this case, if I take the resultant between A and B, so I can find my resultant. So this resultant vector, this is equal to my downward force, yes. So if I am able to find my R value, then I can find my weight of the unknown mass. So using this experiment, I am going to find the unknown weight of the given mass. So first, in my observation, I am taking the scale used for 1 centimeter equal to 50 gram of weight. I want to explain the table. Here we have forces. One is P, another one is here Q. So here whatever the mass we are applied here, this is my P. This is whatever the mass we are applied here is going to be the weight of the object in this point is said to be Q. The weight of the object in this case is going to be P. And then length of OB and OC. The distance from here to here is OB. The distance from here to here is said to be OB. From this point to this point is said to be OC. So my OC is nothing but my resultant vector. So my resultant vector, that is equals to the magnitude of the weight acting downwards. So I will explain how to determine this using this theory. So this one weight is equal to 50 grams. In this case, in my P we have a 1, 2 and 3. So we have a 150 gram weight in my P, and here we have 1, 2 and 3. We have a 150 in my Q. So here this is my unknown mass. So first of all, we are going to do here. So we are going to take a glass strip here. We are going to place here. First we are going to take the midpoint. So we are going to take the exact midpoint of this knot. Okay, this is my midpoint of the knot. Okay, now I am going to place this glass strip here to measure the exact projection of this thread on the white paper. So without any parallax error, so I am going to take a point here, and I am going to place here. So I just want to find the projection of this thread on this paper. So that's why I am using this glass slab here, and then I am going to place this here. So we found the projection of this thread on the paper, the projection of this thread on this paper, the projection of this thread on the paper here. So using this, now I am going to remove this sheet from here. So this is my point O, and if I connect these 2 points here, and if I connect this point here, and if I connect this point here, so this is O, and this is a downward force, and this is my force due to your Q, and this is a force due to your P. So first we are going to take, we took the scale, what that? One scale used here is going to be 50 grams of weight is equals to 1 centimeter. So 50 grams of weight, the scale we are used here, 50 grams of weight equals to 1 centimeter. So in this case we used 3 weight in my P and 3 weight in my Q. So we are going to take 3 centimeters. So we need a compass here. So we are going to take here. So 0 to 3. So 0 to 3. Okay. So from the midpoint, from the point O, we are going to take across over here. We are going to take across here, and then we are going to take from the same 3 centimeter. We are going to take this arc here, and then from here we are going to take the another arc. So now this point is said to be my A, and this point is said to be my B. Clear? So now I am going to connect this point here. This will be a R. So you see there is an intersection. Okay, so now this is my downward force is S, this is my upward force is my R. So now if I take the distance from O to R, so O to C, actually this is my O to A is 3 centimeter, O to B is 3 centimeter, and then what is my distance between O to R? From here to here I am measuring is going to be 4 point approximately, the distance from here to here 4.7, it will be 4.7. Okay, now I am going to substitute these values in the table. So my weight in PQ will be 150 grams. So the weight in P is 150, here it will be 150, and then length of OA centimeters in 3, this is also 3, this is going to be 4.7. So the unknown weight equals to magnitude of the resultant force OC into 50, because we use the scale here. 1 centimeter equals to 50 grams of weight. Here we have a 4.7 centimeters. So the 4.7 into 50. Okay. So .7 into 50, 235 grams equals to 235 gram weight. Okay. So in this case the unknown weight equals to 235 grams of weight. So similarly we are going to repeat the same procedure for the another set, for 200 of P and 200 of Q. So in this case, what is my length of OA is 4 centimeter, the length of OB is to be 4 centimeter. So now I explain how to find the resultant for this case again. Now I am going to place a new A4 sheet here. So after placing this new A4 sheet, so I am going to increase the mass. Here this is 50 grams, so I am going to increase my mass here by 50 grams and mass here by 50 grams. So my P is now 200 gram weight and Q is also 200 gram weight. Okay, now P and Q are 200. So now I just want to find my resultant. Three masses are now in equilibrium. So this is very, very important condition here, right? So if I take the exact midpoint here, this is my O. So using this glass strip, we are going to write the projection of this thread on this paper. So in this case, so we have a and this, in this case we have an exact projection here. So now I am going to remove the paper. This is my point O, so I am going to connect these 2 points and this point and again this point. So now the scale. So for 50 grams of weight we took what? 1 centimeter, but here we took what? P equals to 200 grams weight and Q equals to 200 grams of weight. So here I have to take 4 centimeter, this is equals to 4 centimeter and this is equals to 4 centimeter. So using this compass I am going to take 4 centimeters from here. Okay, this is my 4 centimeter. So from the center, I'm going to take the arc. This is a 4 centimeter, and this is again the 4 centimeter. From this point to here is 4 centimeter. From this point to here is going to be again 4 centimeter. So now, if I took, this is my point A, and this is my point B vector. This is my A vector. So 1 4. Okay, the downward force is said to be yes. So now I just want to find the resultant vector from this point to this point. My resultant. This is my R. So if I connect these points, so now this resultant vector, if I am able to find the resultant vector, I am able to find the unknown mass or unknown weight of the given, because this is the resultant vector is balanced by this, because my A vector, my B vector and the downward force is my unknown weight is they are in equilibrium. So now we know what is my R. So I just want to find my R value. So this is 4 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, and then here my resultant here, from here to here will be 6 centimeters. So my R in this case will be 6 centimeters. So now I'm substituting this parameters here. So this is going to be my P is 200, Q is 200, OA is 4 centimeter, OB is 4 centimeter, and then now my R is my 6 centimeter. R is nothing at my OC. Okay, so this is my OA, OB, and OC. OC is 6 centimeters. So if I write 6 here, 6 into 50, it's going to be 300 gram weight. So if we are taking the average between these two, I can simply take 235 plus 300 divided by 2. So this is my 267.5. So this is my average value. So my mean value equals to 267.5 gram weight. So this is my result. So in our case, we have a mass. This is our unknown mass. Okay, we consider this is my unknown mass. So but in this case, what's happening? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means 250 grams. So my actual reading here, my actual mass. So the actual mass here is equal to 250 gram weight. So this is my actual mass is 250 gram weight. But the measured mass using parallelogram 7.5 gram weight. So the error in this observation, so 267.5 minus 250. So I am getting my 17.5 gram weight. This is my error in this observation. So sir, why this error is happening? Because of we are considering this pulley is my frictionless pulley. There is some finite friction in the pulley. So because of that friction, maybe we get some errors. So this is my error in the observation. So then we may write the result. The unknown weight of the given body using parallelogram vectors is 267.5 gram weight. If you like this video, share with your friends and subscribe our channel to get the regular updates. Thanks for watching.